Who you really are is an infinite being having a human experience. And I know this sounds like a nice idea, but what we want is for this truth to get anchored into your deepest being, so you can feel it in your bones. It ripples through your consciousness. That's where real change happens, when the truth of who you are crosses over from being an idea to an actual experience. That's where the power is activated. So as an infinite being, you came here in the human realm to experience contrast, to experience both darkness and light, love and hate, suffering and joy, contraction and expansion. All of this lovely, complicated mixture of emotions and circumstances is designed from a very, very intelligent place into your human experience. The universe wants to experience this contrast through your unique character. You have your own highly unique, personalized version of every emotion that you feel. All of the painful emotions, the wonderful emotions. It's all very, very unique and specialized to who you are. So you came here as an infinite being to experience contrast. It's through that contrast that you reclaim your spiritual and emotional power and get ever more aligned with the truth of your real nature. That cannot happen through everything being pleasurable all the time, through zero friction or contrast in your unique story. It pretty much has to come through adversity and contrast. That's what forces our limiting beliefs, what I call our corrupted files in our operating system, to the surface. Simply put, they're the weeds in our garden, the fear, the doubt, the conflict, the limiting beliefs. From a higher point of view, it's just a very, very delicious and fun game to expose these beliefs, see through them as the illusion that they are, and get ever more truthful with who we really are in our heart, in our soul. You are an infinite being having a human experience. My intention right now is to transmit this in an energetic way into your deepest being, so that you start to experience this in a powerful way. It transcends the intellect. The rational mind is always trying to hop on board with this and understand it and make sure that it can figure it out in order for us to have some sort of confidence or faith in this process. But who you really are is vastly beyond the rational mind. Who you really are is an infinite sea of potential and possibility. The limits, the suffering, the constriction, the constraints, all of it is an illusion. Yes, it's a highly compelling illusion. It looks very real. It feels like we're locked into these patterns and these circumstances that feel painful sometimes, and they don't work for us. And sometimes they even feel insurmountable and hopeless. It's the degree of hopelessness and unworkability that you feel that, in a sense, forces you to go deeper and deeper and deeper into who you really are, and to realize there's a universal intelligence shaping itself into all of these dynamics in your story. And it's doing so in a purposeful way to help you, to support you in reclaiming power, to expand into the truth of who you are. And ironically, that can often only come through insurmountable obstacles, through feeling like it's hopeless sometimes, through feeling like you're just not going to be able to make it. This is beyond you to get this life right, to be successful. Well, in a sense, that's true. Because the limited, separate self that you're lugging around cannot fix this. It cannot find solutions. The mind runs out of data in terms of, where do I go next? What really works here? And that's what surrender is all about. That's what grace is relinquishing our false sense of control and realizing, experiencing this universal intelligence that is shaping itself into all of the details and elements of our unique story. When you start to merge with that intelligence as the basis of your identity, that's when things really change. That's when you start to get on board with this feeling of flow in your life. And there's this downstream, lovely, flowing quality that is always there. It's always accessible to you. It's just that you've been trained to get through life analyzing, using your intellect, trying to control, trying to do what's safe, trying to mitigate risk. So I have news for you. This entire life has no real safety built into it. Uncertainty is the backbone of who we are. And what we want is for you to get to a place where you can embrace that with a full sense of confidence in your heart. This is not hard to do per se. It doesn't take a long time in a literal sense. It's your birthright. It's your natural state. All that needs to happen is letting go of the false beliefs and distortions in your way of seeing. You're already awake. You're already there. It's just that there's a tweak of sorts that needs to happen in the way you perceive. So the part of you that feels lack, that feels like it's just never enough, that I need to keep striving for more and adding on more layers to my identity, that's what I encourage you to look at. Where is that coming from? And is it truthful? Is that really true that something is missing? Or is it just a long-held habit? Who you really are is an infinite being having a human experience. Allow the truth of that to ripple through your body. Allow the energetic frequency of that to permeate your consciousness. Your limits, your self-imposed limits, are an illusion. There's a universal infinite intelligence shaping itself into your unique story. You have the ability to merge with that, identify with that as the basis of who you are, to make decisions from that place, to respond to your circumstances from that place. Everything is workable. And all the pain you've gone through, all the darkness, all the hard times, it is there to support the unfolding of wisdom in your life, to help you reclaim power. Seeing it in this way is the number one thing you can do to release trauma, to heal yourself, to clear layers of obstruction in your body and mind. You're already there. You're already whole. Nothing is missing. Allow yourself to feel that right now. Allow your cup to be full of the truth of who you really are. Your circumstances are a mirage. Your beliefs about who you are, all the evidence you've stacked up for why you're limited, all of it is to play a fun game. It's like a magic trick. And right underneath the surface of that, there's this feeling of deep, warm, cosmic amusement for all of these different circumstances that you're living through. From this higher place, there's space, there's playfulness. The universe is playful energy. When you release the egoic mind, the need for control, that's what you start to feel more and more. Doesn't even matter really what your circumstances are. There's a playful, abundant energy that's circulating through your life right now. Existence itself is abundance. From an ultimate point of view, everything that you can perceive with your five senses is here, created for you and you alone. It's supporting your unique story. The billions and trillions of other life forms, the complexity of this universe, has all been put here to make for an interesting story for you as the main character. When you allow that way of seeing into your heart, it floods you with gratitude and awe for your life. And that's the real basis of gratitude. It's coming from this deep alignment with the truth of who you are. Nothing is missing. You're already there. Your very existence is abundance. You need not continue to try so hard to figure it out, to add on layers. Let all of that go. Let yourself be in the fullness of who you really are. Feel your body relax. When you get to the truth of this, it's the most profound feeling of relief because you can finally put down the boulder that you've been pushing violently uphill in the form of a false self, a separate self that's trying so hard to be successful, to be responsible, to take care of everything. You're already there. Allow that relief and ease to wash over you. Set an intention to carry the residual frequency of this message with you for the rest of today, so it starts to make a permanent imprint in your identity. So as you're going about your day, you're driving to work, you're washing your dishes, you're taking your shower, you're relating to your kids, whatever it is, there's this feeling, this heartfelt connection of alignment. Everything is playful, everything is spacious. And as you start to align in your deepest sense of self with that way of seeing, your life is given permission to shift. Your life is given permission to form into new circumstances that support you, that feel more supportive and positive for you. It's all about clearing the weeds in your inner garden, removing the distortions in your way of seeing, so that you're getting into a deeper, more truthful relationship with yourself. Allow these words to wash over you one final time. Make an imprint in your body. And be sure to subscribe to this channel for more content like this, for more support in getting into a truthful relationship with who you are, and creating your life from that place, managing your business, your career, your family from that place. So this is possible for you. You wouldn't be listening to this video if it wasn't. You're ready. That's why you're here. Be sure to subscribe, join our awesome community, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next video.